I had always enjoyed working with cars, and one day while I was still married, my wife and I looked around, and we had about 3 cars that all 3 needed painting. And so I went to get a couple of estimates on having them painted, and I was really shocked as to what it cost. So I told her, I said, well, if you'll let me buy an air compressor and a few tools, I could paint all 3 cars very reasonably. So I started doing that in the backyard, and I got 2 of them done, and a neighbor saw me doing it, and the next thing I know, I was doing their car, and then another car, and can you do my cousin's car, and we hit a deer, can you fix this? And I built one little building, and then built the next building, and I won a trip to Las Vegas, and won quite a bit of money while I was in Las Vegas on a slot machine. I came back, and that was my goal. I knew that's what I wanted to do, and I opened the first shop in 2000, and never looked back. Putting out the CD has been a goal of mine since I really first started playing. It's one of those lifelong dreams that I'm sure you've got yours. Some people want to see their basketball jersey retired, and some people want this and that, and this was just something I wanted to do personally. There was a local musician that died unexpectedly, and his name was Mike Pham. Everybody in the community knows him or knew him. And Mike has pushed me for 20 years to make a CD. And I had already been working on the CD, but once, when Mike passed away, I really pushed it. And I got it finished within a month. You write songs and put them in the desk all day long. You might write the best novel, but if you don't take a chance and throw it out there, then people can't appreciate it. They can't feed off you, and you can't feed off any success that you get. And that's another reason for the CD. And it was time for me to let it take wings and just see what happens. And I do everything in the world to hurt my voice, but now you can hear in the way I'm talking that once I start singing, getting those vocal cords loose, I get lower, I get clearer, I sound like a monster. But the longer I sing, the more powerful it gets. I get my wind. In return. Okay, this one's Labor of Love, and it's the title of the CD. And I wrote this for my mother. Let me start over. Can't start to be that stupid. When I was a child, I was afraid of the dark. Couldn't get to sleep at night. I'd start crying and my mom would come in and let me leave on the line. I told her it must have been a bother to come running every time I called. And she said, son, that's part of being a mother. She didn't mind it at all. It was a labor of love. It's working from the heart. a smile is always more than enough when it's a labor of love. Labors of love are expressions of your caring and concern, doing deeds for those in need and asking nothing in return. My mama's getting older now. She don't get around much anymore, so I do her shopping and I mow her lawn and all her little chores. And she thinks that she's a bother to take up all my time that way, but I'm repaying a debt that I owe her. It's a debt that I gladly pay. It's a labor of love. It's a working from the heart. A smile is my pay, and that's okay, 'cause a smile is always more than enough when it's a labor of love. My mama's smile is always more than enough, 'cause when you're working from the heart, it ain't work, it's a labor